Jean Silva and Diego Lopes are set to fight at Noche UFC on September 13th. Silva recently had words for Lopes. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, he said, "Diego hasn't been able to look at my face. He hasn't looked at me in the eye ever. You know what? Regardless of the rivalry or what's been said at the fight, every athlete there is going to be representing Mexico and the independence of Mexico. I mean, even more so than me beating him up. They're going to watch MMA at the highest level on a great night. And also, they're going to see someone who boxes like Canelo beating up on a fighter that doesn't know whether he's Mexican or Brazilian." Leon Edwards is now eyeing a potential matchup with Ian Garry as his next fight. Edwards has hit a rough stretch in his career, having lost the welterweight title to Bilal Muhammad last summer, followed by a submission loss to Sean Brady in March. Speaking to Sky Sport, Leon said that'd be a good fight with Ian Garry. "Definitely that's a fight I've mentioned to the UFC. I feel that'd be a great fight to get back in there. Hopefully we can get that one done this year." Robert Whittaker plans to retire after 4 more fights in the UFC. Rob is currently preparing to face Reiner de Ridder later this month at UFC Abu Dhabi. Speaking to Main Event TV, Rob said, "4 fights. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see, 4. I want 4 more. 4 fights gets me to that title shot. Gets me to a position to finish on top. To have that fairy tale ending. I'm working towards it." Daniel Cormier made an appearance on the Pound for Pound podcast and discussed Jon Jones retiring from MMA. He explains why he thinks Jon didn't retire and he quit. DC also says that he thinks Jon would beat Tom Aspinall if they fought right now.
Jon quit.
Jon quit, is that right?
Call it what it is.
Wow.
Jon quit.
How do you
Why
say
is that
that?
the word choice? Why is that the word
Bro, I
choice?
said this on my YouTube channel
Jon
the other day.
retired.
When Jon Jones and I were fighting, he says, "I will see in the octagon a 38-year-old man while I'm just entering into my prime." Those words are now the exact same words that can be spoken to him on the other side. When the words were related to him, he said, "I'm out. I'm not doing it." That's why I said he quit.
He also knows his body, so is it a smart move?
He could have said that a long time ago. Because you know why he didn't?
Those decisions are hard.
But you want to know why he didn't? He's trying to convince himself that he still could put in the work necessary to go beat this dude. Jon Jones and Stipe fought when there was an interim champion. He fights a dude that hasn't fought for 3 years. If he'd have walked away, we said, "What an ending for your last fight." But instead he waited, and that's where the mistake was. If I was Jon Jones, as scary as this was to fight Tom Aspinall, I would have fought him already. Since the fight will never happen, gun to my head, I would have said Jon Jones will beat him right now. I would have said, he'll probably beat him right now. Because guess why? Tom has never been pushed into those championship rounds. But if Tom gets to those once he gets to those championship rounds, even now, say Cyril Gane pushes him 25 minutes. And if he beats Cyril Gane, but he learns to go 25 minutes where that first time you feel that, I gotta get up off that stool after the 3rd round. Yo, Tom hasn't gotten off the stool for a 3rd round. You needed to fight Tom now when he doesn't have that experience, especially as Jon Jones.
Merab Dvalishvili posted footage of him and some of his Korean friends in his jacuzzi. He says Sean O'Malley is welcome to come, however not Umar Nurmagomedov.
Welcome to my jacuzzi, my Korean brothers. Let's go! That's how we do it. Jacuzzi time, jacuzzi time. Let's go, boys. Jacuzzi time. Only our good friends are welcome in my jacuzzi. That's right. Umar, get out of here. You're not welcome in my jacuzzi. Sean O'Malley, come our Let's go, guys. Let's go. Oh, yes.
Renato Moicano is not happy about his recent unanimous decision loss to Beneil Dariush, to say the least. Moicano is extremely disappointed with himself for gassing out so quickly. Go check out the latest episode of the Show Me the Money podcast. Links in the description.
Because I was feeling I was way quicker than him, you know. I have the speed advantage, but at the same time, bro, that I smoking cigarettes the whole camp, bro. No, I didn't, but it was looking like I did. But I was so tired. I cannot believe myself. I guess when you turn 36, you just be like Gilbert, brother. Getting out. Tell me your experience with that, because I know you have that happened to you before, bro.
It happened, bro. It sucks. But hey, why you smoking cigarette, bro? Hey, Carlos brothers looking with better cardio, bro.
Better
level of
cardio.
disrespect.
Brother, to compare me at Carlos practice is so much disrespect. But
To
not
him.
with me, to him. Because mother 5 rounds. Five rounds. For me now, brother, I am a athlete, bro. I sleep very well. I do all the and I get tired. Imagine being a mother smokes, bro. You know how hard it is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So shout out to Carlos Prates.
Shout out to Carlos Prates.
His cardio got better throughout that fight. Like round 5, he almost finished eating Garry.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. But I have this in my mind. I think if that fight was 5 rounds, I would beat Dariush.
You think so?
Yeah. Can I explain myself?
Please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, because I got tired to a point that I was not getting any tired. Can you understand?
You hit a wall, basically.
I hit a wall, yeah. So
it wouldn't have got worse,
no,
essentially.
it would not get worse.
Arman Tsarukyan says he believes Islam Makhachev would TKO Ilia Topuria. He thinks Islam is just on a different level.
What do you think would have happened if Ilia fought Islam this weekend?
Islam Makhachev
He would have beaten him?
by TKO.
Oh, wow. Really?
No, I mean, that's a different level of fighters.
You think so? Wow.
You can't compare Ilia versus Islam.
Really? I have Ilia #1 pound for pound now.
Yes, because Islam not champion anymore right now.
Right.
But when he get the second title, he's gonna be pound for pound #1.
So you think he beats Jack?
He beats Jack.
Yeah.
Became a pound for pound #1. I'll be pound for pound #2 champion lightweight division, and then
Wow.
beat Islam and became a pound for pound #1.
Wow, I love it. You have it all mapped out.
Dustin Poirier sat down for an interview with ESPN this week ahead of his fight against Max Holloway at UFC 318 for the BMF belt. This will be Dustin's final MMA fight. He says after he retires, he fully plans to jump on steroids.
This will be the last time I'm ever 155 pounds in my life. I can promise you that.
Are we still gonna be in shape, or are we just going straight diabetes?
Listen, I'm getting on steroids. Once USADA stops knocking on my door and I lay the gloves down, I'm getting jacked and tan.
Well, I'm glad I asked that.
Yeah.
Paddy Pimblett calls Ilia Topuria a carbon copy of Conor McGregor. Paddy says Conor in his prime would have knocked Ilia out.
No, he's trying to be Conor McGregor, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's got the same tattoos, he's got the... He even said the other day, I'm going to put my balls on your forehead to me, which is sort of what McGregor said to Chad Mendes.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a carbon copy of McGregor. And I think if some people can't see through that, even though you see some people now saying he's better than McGregor, but he's not. In the prime at the same time, McGregor would have knocked him out with a straight left.
Ilia Topuria also had words for Paddy today. He said that he'd fight Paddy and Islam in the same night. Ilia said if it were up to me, next Saturday we'd have UFC Spain against Islam in the first round and against Paddy in the second. So it looks like Israel Adesanya will not be fighting Sean Strickland next. Izzy lost the middleweight title to Sean back in 2023, and lately he's been saying he wants the rematch. He recently told reporters I want to, but he's busy at the moment with other stuff, so that's him. But we'll see. I'll pick a fight this weekend. Izzy also gave his prediction for the upcoming middleweight title fight between Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. He continued, I got DDP because he's stubborn. Khamzat is a beast, but DDP is just weird and stubborn, and he's got real power. Yesterday, Donald Trump said that he will host a UFC fight at the White House as part of the America 250 celebration.
We're gonna have a UFC fight. We're gonna have a UFC fight. Think of this on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're gonna build a little, we're not, Dana's gonna do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. We're gonna have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 20, 25,000 people. And we're gonna do that as part of 250 also. We're gonna have some incredible events, some professional events, some amateur events, but the UFC fight's gonna be a big deal.
Dana White seems to be down with this idea. Dana reposted that video to his Instagram story. He wrote, "This will be epic." Conor McGregor also seems interested. He wrote, "Happy 4th of July, USA. Excited with President Trump announcing a UFC fight event at the White House. I would be honored. count me in. He followed up by posting a DM conversation with Dana White. He sent Dana 2 voice notes. Dana responded saying, "I love it." Conor wrote he loves it. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from All Day Dom. It says, "Don't let DC make you forget that Khabib married his cousin." The second one's from Don't Touch It. It says, "DC blaming someone else for his mistake. King of accountability." And the final one's from Laz1991. It says, "Bilal saying someone else's ego is too big. He lost the belt after getting dog walked for 5 rounds and still thinks he won, and compared his hands to Canelo after Jack absolutely pieced him up with ease." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.